Hi ladies! I wanted to come on and say hi to you and talk to you about a few things. It's been a really good week. It's taught me a lot about strategy this week because in January, February, I had a really good strategy for wedding planning and I knew how to get clients through wedding planning, and I'd kind of worked out my entire strategy and it completely worked, and it's continuing to work to this day. With coaching, I kind of went into it blind in February and I didn't really have any kind of strategy. I just wanted to help people and that was it. So I just wanted to help as many people as I can do what I did and, you know, start their business and start believing that they can do it so that they would then go and actually do it. And that's what happened. And it was really good and it worked for me. And then I realised about 2 months ago that I need a real strategy. Strategy is everything. I teach it and yet I wasn't doing it myself. And so I put a strategy in place of what I wanted to do and how I was going to do it. So I never launch anything without working out exactly how I'm going to launch it. Like I said, every time I have a new product, how I'm going to launch it, what I'm going to do, and how it's going to work. And so that's what I always do, and it works. Because strategy, as long as you have strategy and you have the belief in yourself, it works. I'm proof of that over and over and over again. And so really what I want to say to you guys is make sure you have a strategy, whether it's a marketing strategy, whether it's a strategy for how you want to launch something, how you want to be seen in the market, how you're going to position yourself amongst all your competitors. Make sure there's strategy there. It's really, really important. And so a lot of what I'm teaching in GSD Society now is about strategy. And the things that I'm finding that is really helpful is, even though you're all paying a small amount, £22 a month, now, so it's not a huge amount, I'm pulling that together and I'm now able to pay for the best people to come and train you. So I've been wanting to get these people in for ages, but they cost. Of course they do. They're amazing. They're 7-figure business owners. And I haven't been able to afford to do it because I wasn't getting paid for the free group. So in the new group I am. So for instance, we have Danielle Canty in. She's a really, really cool business coach. She's really good at what she does. I've been following her for ages. And what she does is she teaches you how to be 10 times more productive so that you can make more money in your business. I've got a Facebook ads expert who just converts brilliantly. She was recommended to me a while back and I've been watching her and seeing the good things she's doing for her clients. And so I can now afford her to come on and to teach you about Facebook ads. And so that's why this GSD Society is brilliant, because the kind of things that you normally wouldn't be able to afford to do maybe when you're just starting a business or when you're kind of 2 or 3 years down the line in business, you can't do it on your own because it's too expensive at the beginning. This way, I can bring you all these people that can, you know, accelerate everything, take you to a much higher level, up level everything you're doing, because you're going to be getting the advice that people are getting when they spend, you know, thousands of pounds on these coaches. I can bring that to you now. And so strategy wise, it's worked out perfectly, because that's all I've ever wanted to do, is to bring you the real information to actually get results. Even this week, we did a challenge this week about visibility in the group, and people are getting results just from going live a few times and having a real strategy around going live rather than just going live, thinking about, you know, what they're going to say, write down a strategy, a social media strategy of what they're going to do. And they've been doing that this week in the group, and we've been getting some really good results back, which is brilliant because I knew we would. And I think that will happen with everything that we do in there. So if you're not already in there and you want to come in there, do come in there. There's going to be a lot going on. There's already some stuff in the resources section. There's going to be more going in there. So yeah, there's a lot going in there. I'm really excited for it. And so I hope some of you guys join. I know a lot of you already have. We have 120 something on there at the moment. I am cutting it off at 500. 5 coaches this week have told me I'm an idiot and that I shouldn't do that, and that I'm cutting off my nose to spite my face, and that if I am capping something, then I'm telling myself I don't want more money. It's not about any of that. It really isn't. I want you to be seen. The thing that I've found with most of these membership groups that I'm a member of is I'm not seen in there because there's 6,000 or 7,000 people in there. So how can I possibly ever be heard? I ask a question and no one really answers because there's so much churn going on there all the time. So I want to know who you all are. So 500 for me is the max. I just don't think it would work how I want it to work, for it to be a really intimate group of people who are all on the same level, trying to become better, you know, learn a lot more than they're learning. So 500 I'm cutting it off at, even though everyone's told me not to, but I'm still going to, because I'm a bit of a rebel and I like to do things my own way, and so far that's worked, so I'm going to do that. What else have I got to tell you? I think that's it. Yeah, just want to talk about strategy really, and to make sure that you have a strategy. Mindset is big as well. Like, my mindset 2 years ago wasn't really there. Even in January, I remember going, you know, can I coach? Can I make any money from coaching? I've now made over 100 grand from coaching in 6 months. You can do whatever you want to do. You just need to have a strategy of how you're going to get there. And one of my clients this week, we went and sat down and worked out the strategy, because she made a lot of money this month. We had a coaching session and she doubled her money. And so, because she did that, I want to double it again. So we sat down and worked out what she would need to sell to double her money and how she would be able to go about selling that. That's a strategy. And now she'll just go away and do that. I have no doubt that she'll make the money she wants to make. I don't want to be the follower. I want to be the person that changes it up. And how I do that is, and this is how you should do it in your businesses, is don't think about what do I want to get out of it. Think, what does my audience need? What do they need right now? And the thing that I really noticed that people were needing in this group is to invest in themselves. When people pay for something, they will action on it. They will actually do the work, because otherwise they feel like it's a waste of money. And that's what's happened. So, and I knew that that would happen if you invest. People don't value free. So that group has made all the difference to that. But I also knew that what you guys needed more than anything else is some proper experts. I mean, I can train you so far, but I'm not a Facebook expert. I'm not an expert on, you know, how to 10 times your productivity. I'm not an SEO expert. I'm not an expert on all the other things that I want to bring you, you know, contracts, legal stuff, accounting. There's so much stuff I want to bring you, and I couldn't do that before, and now I can. So I think about what you need first, and then I work out a strategy of how I'm going to be able to deliver that. And will it work? Can it be a business? Because it has to be a business model. It has to make money. And I thought, yeah, you know what, it can. And so I spoke to a few coaches about it who said, yeah, you can do that, but you need to be charging, like, everybody charges 150 to £200 for that. That's a usual membership group. And I was just like, how are people who are new and who aren't making money at the moment, how can they possibly pay that kind of money? I know I couldn't have. So there has to be an entry level, but an entry level where you still get to learn all of the stuff that the people who are paying thousands learn. You have to, otherwise how do you ever move up? So that's why I did it. And you know, and then there's Fabulous Foundations, which is like your next level up, and then there's one-to-one coaching with me. That's a whole different ball game. This is just good for everybody in the first five years, because you can get so much out of a membership club. So yeah, that's what I want to talk to you about. Shelley says, in the last 2 weeks of being in the GSD Society, I've set and met my money goals and done my first live that led to amazing results. Yeah, you're one of like my stars over the last 2 weeks, because I've been following your progress, and all you've done is do what I've advised you to do. Whereas I wonder whether you would have done that in a free group. It's a strange psychology, but people are doing the challenges. They're now doing them and they're getting the results. I've seen like 7 or 8 different posts over the last 2 days saying I'm like 90% towards my money goal, and I never thought I'd be that. And that's just because of what we're doing. When you're in a group that's smaller, you know each other and you push each other up. We've also got in there accountability partners. So I've got a buddy up system in there. So we've buddied people up so that they have to do what they say they're going to do, which I really like the idea of. Jen says the challenge results in GSD Society have been amazing. Yeah, and that's like week 1. Imagine what we're all going to achieve, ladies. It's going to be brilliant. Lucy says, I think you should do some podcasts. Whenever you speak, I get all motivated and shiz. I'm starting a podcast. I'm using Anchor, which is a new radio system where I can just talk and go, and you'll be able to listen to that. So don't worry, that's coming. Elizabeth says it's so important to remember where you came from. People get super successful and forget what it's like to have been starting out once. Exactly that. It's amazing that you're remembering that and putting your energy back into helping us all become successful too. You guys have made me successful. It's a two-way process here. I'm successful because you guys are getting results. So the more results I can get you, the more successful I am in what I do. So of course I'm going to want to help you. And yeah, people keep saying, you know, I've seen people actually say on live streams in their groups, you know, you need to be paying 10 to 15,000 for a coach. Otherwise, you don't care about your business. If you can't invest that in your business, you don't really believe you're going to make it. It's a load of crap. If you don't have that money, I don't advocate going out and just like borrowing 20 grand. I did it because that's the kind of person I am, and I had backup. I had a job at the time, so I knew I could pay it back. So it's, you know, I don't believe that that's always the best way. Sometimes you have to start small. And £22 a month, hopefully, is affordable for everybody. And I can still get you the training that you would be getting if you paid thousands. So, you know, this is my way. This is the way I'm going to do it. And I don't care who tells me not to. I think it's working. Triona loves the body system. Yeah, Tanya's in the body system. Jen says, I need to chat with my body more. I've been neglecting her. Sorry, Claire. Yeah, it will really help you, because when you have like, obviously you can rant in the group. We've all been ranting in the group this week about one thing or another. But if you need, you know, just someone that you really want to like go, just does this make sense, or what would you do in this situation? The body system is great for that. So I'm going to keep that running. Don't let anyone ever tell you that you can't enjoy yourself, go out, drink, have a social life, have a great time with your kids, spend a lot of time with your husband, and still be successful and make money in your business. You totally can do all of those things. There's no limit to what you can do, and you need to start realising this. If you start realising this, you'll put your efforts in, you will get it all back. You just will. You just will. I've seen it. I've seen so many people do it. And they're no different to you. And I'm no different to you. And I'm doing it, so you can do it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. See you later.